gym. What we're going to be going through today is a kettlebell workout. I alluded to in our last tutorial video when we looked at the kettlebells that I'll be putting together a short workout for you to go through that you could do at home with minimal equipment. And today it's just going to be the kettlebell and with minimal space. So we're not going to be using huge amounts of space, and I hope you enjoy this workout. Now, if you need to have a look at any more ideas and tips on the movement, then please go to our tutorial video, okay, and it will be covered on that. So today what we're going to be looking at is a quick warm-up, okay, it's going to last 2 minutes. Then we're also going to go through 6 movements, and we're going to repeat these 6 movements 3 times. So we're going to go through them 3 times each. Now, that's for beginner level. If you want to pick it up, you can go to 5 times, okay, or if you want to take it up, you can go 8 times through this workout. Now, there is a couple of different ways that we can scale it. Obviously, we can just add the amount of time that we do each movement, or what we can do is we can just add how many times we go through each set of movements, as well as we can also change the weight of the kettlebell. Now, if you are a beginner into kettlebells, I would recommend that you start light, okay, until you feel completely comfortable with the movements and you feel as if it is time to progress. Please don't have a massive jump. Okay, please just try to jump in 2 kilo increments. So if you start at 2, jump to a 4, for 4 to a 6, etc., etc. It's just all about progressions, okay? So again, it's all about working out safely. Now, if you don't ever feel comfortable with movement, my recommendation is please don't. Have a look at the tutorials. If you're still aren't 100% comfortable, then please feel free to pop into the red gym, and what we'll do is we'll be able to go through any movements with you. Okay guys, so nice and straightforward. What our warm-up's going to be is just going to be a jog for 30 seconds. Now, I'm not going to do these movements all for the full amount of time, okay, just to keep the video size that little bit shorter. So, nice and easy, we're up on the toes, we're going to bring the hands in, okay, start by driving the arms forwards and backwards, okay, shoulders ever so slightly in front of our hips, just to help with a little bit of abdominal engagement. And our second movement for our warm-up is going to be the prison squat. So we're just going to pop our hands in behind the head, okay, heels outside the hips, toes out, and we're going to come down. Now the whole idea is here, you need to keep your chest up, abs tight, hips go back and down, and fall in line with the back of your knees. Okay, please try to get range, but if you don't feel comfortable to start with, you can start at a slightly lesser range and build up the range as we go. So once you've completed 30 seconds of these, you're back to jogging for another 30 seconds. Again, at this time, just pick up the intensity just a little bit, bring the knees further forward, pick up the pace, and drive your arms. Now, we're looking to warm up, okay, to get the heart ready and the body ready to work out, as well as increasing synovial fluid production in and around the joints. Okay, this is our natural body lubricant, okay, to make sure that the joints are ready, okay, to work out. Now there's another good reason why we want synovial fluid production in our joints, and that's to help, okay, get nutrients to the ends of our bones. Okay, there's not a huge blood supply to the end of our bones, the synovial fluids help bring nutrients to the ends of the bone, keeping them nice and healthy. Okay guys, once you've done your warm-up, if you need longer, by the way, please feel free to go through that again. We're going to go into the first of our 6 movements, the kettlebell swing. Again, please feel free to have a look at our tutorial video if you'd like any more explanations on the movements. So, hips, just kick back slightly, wrists touch inside the thighs, I stack my hips through, driving through my heels, keep my chest up. Kettlebell stops in line, or ever so slightly above our shoulder line, chest stays up, my abdominals stay tight. And I'm going to do this for 45 seconds. Okay? Once we're done completing 45 seconds, we move on to our next movement, which is the shoulder press. Hold the kettlebell in front and drive that kettlebell up. Okay? Weight in the heels, keep that chest up, keep your head up as well. There's a temptation when we get tired to start kind of folding down. Don't keep up, keep nice and straight. Okay, squeeze those butts nice and tight. Okay, for the extra bit of work. And what we're going to move on to now is a single arm swing. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. This time the kettlebell is going to be ever so slightly off to the side, favouring the arm that's completely in the swing. Again, you can place a hand, opposite hand, on the hip, or you can place it on the abdomen. Again, 30 seconds on one side, and 30 seconds on the other. Great stuff. Now this is going to work your core, glutes, and your hamstrings. So it's a great workout. We're going to work loads of muscles and joints all at once, which gives you massive calorie burn. Okay, next movement is going to be a goblet squat. Heels outside the hips, toes out, kettlebell in nice and tight. We come down. Hips go back and down. Make sure your weight stays in your heels, please. You don't want to see any heels creeping up off the floor. Knees tracking toes, but not going past. Hips fall in line, get the back of the knees, as we were doing with the prison squat. This one again, 45 seconds. Good, big movement. Again, getting lots and lots of big muscles, which means you get great results. Okay, moving on to the windmill. Kettlebell in the left hand, right foot pointed. Take that kettlebell up, kink the hip off to one side, hand on the inseam, we come down. Now, if we're limited a little bit by our flexibility, you can slightly bend that back knee. However, this front leg needs to stay straight. Now we need that chopping point of extension through your shoulder, elbow, and your wrist. Okay, 30 seconds on one side, okay, and then 30 seconds on the other. And this is a great core workout. It's also brilliant for shoulder stability. As you can tell, it also gets your heart rate up just a little bit. Good stuff. Okay, our last movement is our kettlebell lunge. Weight in that left hand, step forward with the right foot, keeping the chest up. Now we're just going to work one leg at a time. Okay, this will help aid with balance, and you can really concentrate on recruiting glutes and core. Good stuff. Now this is really good at also engaging hamstrings. Okay, we're going to hip flexor and the quads on that opposite side. Once we've done 30 seconds on one leg, we're going to change over. Good stuff. And we just continue. Okay, just so you can see this from the side. Come up and through. Good. Again, if you need to, you can slow it down slightly. What we're looking to do is drive all the weight through that front heel. Rear knee drops down, so both knees are at 90. You stand up, come through. Now we do see a bit of a problem here where people don't drop that rear knee, they literally just step forward. Okay, this isn't really going to engage any muscles. We need that rear knee to drop down, please. Good stuff. So, there are your movements and the times you will be doing those movements. Work through those, feel comfortable. As you feel comfortable, start to increase the intensity. Please remember that when we work out with the kettlebell, okay, we don't need to go massively fast. Okay, it's about using the kettlebell and making sure that our movements are effective and safe. So, a couple of cool down stretches I like to do. Generally start on the floor. It helps. So, one leg slightly bent, touch your opposite toe, hold on. Now, if you can't quite reach your toes with flexibility, just hold on to your shin. Okay, as long as you feel the stretch on the inside of the thigh and on the back of the thigh. Okay, we're just going to change legs. Good stuff. Now we want to hold each stretch for approximately 30 seconds, okay? Now I know it's easy when you finish your workout just to stop and not to cool down stretch. Change, bring the heels in towards our back, elbows in towards the back of the knee, and just help push those knees down on the inside of the thigh. But it's massively important to help realign your muscles. Okay, on top of that, it's a good time to also allow the blood to return back to the heart. Okay, get pumped back around the body and really get filtered, so you don't feel quite so stiff until the next day. Okay, relax there. We're going to stand up again. Every stretch, 30 seconds. Hand on hand to knees, round off your back. Good. And separate those vertebrae. Okay, again, hold for 30 seconds. Stand up. Come onto one shoulder. Please try not to hold on to the joint itself. You can go above or below the elbow joint. Just stretch into the shoulder, change size. Great stuff. Again, and up into the tricep. So it actually works. There's some movements there for you to work on, and you can add intensity, you can add more duration, okay, and you can also add more rounds to that if needed. Work your capabilities and always push yourself a little bit past. Just remember your results are generally in that zone where you feel that a little bit uncomfortable. Please don't ever train if you feel pain. Okay, you may feel uncomfortable, as in heart rate's up and we're breathing a bit faster. But if you feel twinges, okay, as in muscular twinge, please stop, seek a doctor and take some professional advice. If you get any questions, please feel free to email us at reginaldcornwall@gmail.com. We've also got our website, www.reginaldcornwall.co.uk. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.